So a lot of video game collectors who have games in their collection that are valued at $25 and under, they typically tend to view these games as filler or the filler games in their collection. And no, it's not because these games aren't good. It's not because they're not fun to play, but it's mainly because of how cheap they are. It makes it easy for you to fill your shelves up with these types of games. It's a lot easier to fill your shelf up with games that are 5, 10, even $20 than it is to even fill your shelf up with games that go for 30, 40, 50, or $100. So that's the reason, in my opinion, why these games are called filler titles. And I think sometimes when people hear a game that they like being called filler, they're almost like offended because they think that the term filler comes with this connotation of the game not being good or fun to play. But in my opinion, it has nothing to do with that. If a game is less than $25, it just means it's cheap and you can pick it up fairly easily. And so for a lot of collectors, especially when they're starting out, if they're wanting to fill their shelves with good games, then they're going to pick up games that are about $25 and under. Now, me, when it comes to these filler types of games, even though they're cheap, I still try not to pay full price for these, quote unquote filler titles. Yes, they're only $20. Yes, they may only be $10, but a lot of times these are the games that you can find for extremely cheap because they're typically very common and easy to find out in the wild. And so what I like to do with these titles is I like to wait for GameStop to have their 4 under 10 for 20 or their 4 under 5 for 10. That way I'm pretty much paying yard sale prices for these types of games. Now, I don't just run into GameStop and buy all the games that are $5 and under or $10 and under. I typically try to find those games that have not only good value, but are also really good games and maximize the promotion there. So I'm gonna show you in this video, I don't even know how many games, maybe about 20 games that I've picked up so far during GameStop's 4 under 10 for 20, just so you can kind of see some of the stuff that I've been able to find. And you guys can let me know if you've been able to take advantage of this promotion and what are some of the games you found. So we're gonna start off here. We've got Quest for Camelot on the Game Boy Color, a pretty cool game. They had this one for 10, which is actually more than what this game goes for, like price charting. This is like an $8 game, but because of the promo, this one came out to $4.75. Then we have Gangs of London. This one is complete on the PSP. Again, this is a $15 game, got it for $4.75 as well. Same thing with Burnout Legends on the PSP, a pretty cool racing game, another pretty cool PSP title to get at a really steep discount. We've got Super Street Fighter 4 3D edition for the 3DS, another solid pickup. Tomb Raider Underworld for the DS, another interesting one. Sleeping Dogs on the PlayStation 3. We've got Sacred 3. We've got Overlord Raising Hell. We've got Final Fantasy 13, super clean by the way. And then Final Fantasy 13 2. And then we got a lot of Xbox stuff here coming up. So we got Project Gotham Racing 2. We've got The Prince of Persia, Two Thrones, and all of these are complete in box. We've got Terminator, Dawn of Fate. Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy. We've got Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy. X-Men Legends. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Really clean copy of Karaoke Revolution Party for the GameCube. And then we've got Rainbow Six 3. Some more good Xbox stuff. So we've got Catwoman. I don't really see this one super often. It's not a rare game or anything, but I just don't see it that often. Destroy All Humans. This was a good one. Beyond Good and Evil. This is actually a super clean copy for the Xbox, and this is one that I haven't really seen in the stores that much. If I do see it, it's typically like just the disc only, so this is cool to find, especially for $4.75. Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time, Hunter, The Reckoning, a cleaner copy of Ninja Gaiden. I recently sold the first copy of Ninja Gaiden that I had found because it had a bunch of stickers on it. So this copy was much cleaner. The manual was in much better shape, so I kept this one. Then we've got Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Pretty cool one. X-Men, the official game for the Xbox. It's funny because this one was like in like new condition, still had the plastic seal on there. I mean, obviously GameStop had to tear it open to check the disc because they don't buy like new games, but super clean. Mega Man X7. This was a pleasant surprise. Couldn't believe GameStop had this one for $9.99. So with the promotion, got this for $4.75, complete in box. Like I said, all of these are complete in box, but manual's in great shape on this one. Disc is in great shape. Really stoked to get this one for $4 or $4.75. Mega Man X8. Unfortunately, this cover art is a casualty of the folks at GameStop that love to put the sticker on the actual cover art. So dumb. Now, I was actually able to successfully get this sticker off of a game in the past. I can't remember which game it was, but I was actually able to get this sticker off. So I'm gonna try again and see if I can get this sticker off. I think I had to use like a blow dryer. It was a long process. Again, being able to snag Mega Man X8 for $4.75, it's a great deal. And then Jack 3 for the PlayStation 2. So, I mean, yeah, all of these games, I think a lot of people might consider these titles as filler titles, but I think for what they are, I think, overall I got a great deal. I'm not mad at it. Whenever GameStop has this promo, it feels like yard sale pricing. And so, the standout titles to me, Mega Man X8, Mega Man X7, Ninja Gaiden for sure, Beyond Good and Evil, another really good one in my opinion. Just some really solid titles. Some of these games that you're seeing here, they actually do go for somewhere in the neighborhood of 20, 23 bucks. Some of these are averaging around $20 a pop. And so to get them each for $4.75, that's like getting, 70 to 75% off in some cases, which is a really good deal. And so I think if you have an opportunity to get out there and take advantage of this promo and get some of these deals, if you can find solid titles that, might typically be, 10, 15 bucks, if you were to try to buy them on like eBay or something, if you can find those and snag those and add them into your collection at $4.75 a pop, I say it's worth it. So definitely a great way to pick up filler if you're wanting to add filler. Some people don't want filler in their collection. They only want grails. They only want $100 plus games. But I'm okay with having, good games that aren't very expensive, as long as I'm paying, cheap prices for them. So let me know what you guys think. I've gotten a lot of stuff. And I had a massive trade the other day. I did a big trade, which I'll share with you guys. One of the games that I picked up, you guys probably saw in one of my posts, but I recently picked up a copy of Castlevania Dracula X on the Super Nintendo. So, man, it's been crazy. So I'm gonna drop another video just sharing that with you guys. But until then, I will catch you in the next one. It's the Y2K Collector. You guys take it easy.